Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaskar to all. In this video, we will be talking about one of the most important transits that has happened, or that will be happening on 20th of November 2020. That is a transit of Jupiter. Jupiter is considered to be the most benefic planet for almost all the natives. Okay, so in the list of benefics, Jupiter has the highest number. Okay, so Jupiter will be transiting to its debilitation sign, that is Capricorn, on 20th of November 2020, and will stay there for 1 year, that is about till the next 20th of November 2021. Though it happens, this Capricorn sign happens to be the sign of debilitation for Jupiter, this year it's going to be different because Saturn, who is the lord of that house, lord of Capricorn, will be transiting along with Jupiter. So because of which special yoga is formed, which is called as the Neecha Bhanga Raja Yoga. So because of which Jupiter will lose all its debilitation and will give auspicious result for many. So that is why it is all the more interesting. Now, Jupiter being benefic will always give benefic results. There are two yogas forming. One I mentioned, Neecha Bhanga Raja Yoga. The second yoga which we are talking about is the Dharma Karmadipati Yoga. So these yogas are very auspicious. The transit of Jupiter is as below. On 20th of November 2020, it is going to move to the sign of Capricorn, and Jupiter will stay there till 6th of April 2021. On 6th of April 2021, in its Atichara motion or in its speed motion, it is going to enter Aquarius and will stay there till 14th of September 2021. Now, when it is in Aquarius, Jupiter will also get retrograde, will become retrograde, and that will happen on 20th of June 2021. In the retrograde motion, Jupiter will enter Capricorn on 14th of September 2021, and retrogression or Vakratva of Jupiter is going to end on 18th of October 2021, and in its forward motion will cross over to Aquarius on 20th of November 2021. So why we consider Jupiter's transit as an important one? Jupiter being the benefic and also being the lord of the natural 9th and 12th house signifies lot of Karakatvas. So he's responsible for the giving so many things to a native, and this transit will be very important for people who are running the Jupiter's Mahadasha and Jupiter's Antardasha. So the transformation is bound to happen in this time for those individuals whose Jupiter Dasha or Antardasha is running. Otherwise the results will be there, but they'll be minimal for others. So Jupiter is considered to be auspicious when it is transiting from the moon sign, when it transits your 2nd house, 5th house, 7th house, 9th house or 11th house. Okay, for example, if your moon sign is Aries, when Jupiter is transiting Taurus or Leo or Libra or Sagittarius or finally Aquarius, these are all the auspicious places for Jupiter. In other places, it is said to cause some troubles, give obstructions, in some cases cause some disappointments, delays or impediments. Okay. Now, what is the Karakatvas of Jupiter? Before discussing that, we look at Jupiter is Karaka for various houses. For the 2nd house, he is the Dhana Karaka. for the fifth house is the mantra and putra karaka. So Jupiter is responsible for that knowledge. In the ninth house, he governs the dharma and your bhagya. That means he is the karaka for the ninth house also. Dharma and bhagya are represented by Jupiter. And finally, in the 11th house, Jupiter will give you labha. That means all your gains are seen through this 11th house. So Jupiter is a karaka for this 11th house. That is the reason why, whenever Jupiter transits, it is considered to be a very significant transit. Okay, so based on the movement of Jupiter into different signs, we actually have the different pushkaras, or even the Kumbh Mela is kind of every 12 years it comes. So that is also kind of done based on the cycle of Jupiter. Okay, so that is why it is all the more important. Now coming to the nakshatras. The nakshatras of Jupiter are Punarvasu, Vishaka and Purvabhadra. Okay, so these are the nakshatras which are very important for Jupiter, or rather Jupiter owns these nakshatras. And in terms of the element that Jupiter represents, it is the Akasha Tattva. Okay, the space is represented by Jupiter. It also talks about expansion. Okay, so that is why it is all the more important. Jupiter is the planet which kind of expands the area of your life. Okay, whichever it is, it could be like gaining knowledge, it could be like even health. In health matters also, it can give you certain chronic issues. Okay, in terms of your wealth, it is responsible for expanding your wealth, and many such things are given by Jupiter. Now let's look at what are the Karakatvas for Jupiter. The Karakatvas of Jupiter are, Jupiter represents Brahmagnana, or the great knowledge. Advisors are because of Jupiter. Broad-mindedness is represented by Jupiter. Clarity of speech. Cow. Jupiter is also known as the Dhanakaraka and the Dharmakaraka, or the Dharmadipati. Penance or tapas is represented by Jupiter. Expansion, I already told you. Name and fame also is represented, that status is represented by Jupiter. Now ghee, your fortune in your life is represented by Jupiter. God's grace is represented by Jupiter. Jupiter also represents holy places. Proficiency of an individual in doing certain activities is also because of Jupiter. Jupiter is also known as the Putra Karaka. Happiness is represented by Jupiter. Honor is represented by Jupiter. Sacred texts like the Rig Veda are represented by Jupiter. So because of this, Jupiter represents yellow color as well. So because of which, Jupiter's transit becomes all the more important. Where this transit is considered positive. This transit is considered positive for this year in Taurus, for the Taurus Rashi, for Kanya Rashi, for Dhanur or Sagittarius Rashi, for Cancer or Kataka, and finally Pisces or Meena. Rest of the Rashis, that means Capricorn, Aquarius, Aries, Gemini, Leo, Libra and Scorpio, may have some challenging times because of this transit. So for all these Rashis, whoever has a problem, I think there are some remedies which you can do. We all know Jupiter is also called as Brahaspati. Means Brahad means huge or magnificent or big, and Pati is the owner or the king. Guru or Brahaspati represents the gurus or the teachers, the learned Brahmins, and also cow. So the remedies that we can do is, if you can honor your gurus, honor the learned Brahmins, give them good gifts, that will be a very good remedy for you. You can also feed the cow. on a Wednesday, feed the cow with a mixture of jaggery and Bengal gram or kadle bele as we call it. Okay, on a Thursday, if you can do, you will be able to get the benefit results through this challenging transit, or at least it will help you to reduce the challenges. Okay, then if you do charity pertaining to education, basically that means either you can what you can do is you can help students, or you can do kind of donation to educational institutions. These things are going to help pacify Jupiter. There are some mantras which you can chant every day for the whole of this year. That means from 20th November till the next year 20th November, to get the what you can say, some benefit results out of these challenging transits. If you are having auspicious transit, then by chanting these mantras it will enhance the positive results. For those who are going through this challenging time of Jupiter, it is going to help you to go through this time smoothly. So which is that first mantra? There is a small guru mantra which you can chant. You have to do it on a Thursday. That means the beginning has to be on a Thursday, preferably Shukla Paksha Thursday will be very good, auspicious. And then starting from that day, every day if you can chant 1 or 8 times, it does not take much time, it takes only 5 or 10 minutes at the max. You can do this, you can chant this mantra. So what the mantra goes this way: Om Gram Grim Graum Saha Gurave Namaha. I'll repeat it again. Om Gram Grim Graum Saha Gurave Namaha. Om Gram Grim Graum Sa Gurave Namaha. So do it 1 or 8 times every day. It is going to enhance positivity and bring down the challenges. There's one more shloka or the stotra, small stotra, which you can chant. It is the Guru mantra again, 11 times a day starting on a Thursday. If you can do, this will also be beneficial. So what is the mantra? It goes this way: Devanancha Rishinamcha Gurum Kanchana Sannibham Buddhi Bhutam Trilokesham Tam Namami Brahaspatim. I'll repeat it again. Devanancha Rishinamcha Gurum Kanchana Sannibham Buddhi Bhutam Trilokesham Tam Namami Brahaspatim. One more time. Devanamcha Rishinamcha Gurum Kanchana Sannibham Buddhi Bhutam Trilokesham Tam Namami Brahaspatim. So for the people who are having challenging transit, that is Capricorn, Aquarius, Aries, Gemini, Leo, Libra and Scorpio, I think these mantras will definitely help. And do the following remedies, or whatever remedies I suggested, please do those remedies. You will have people who are having auspicious transit will definitely have better times ahead, and people who are having challenging transit will definitely find some solutions to their problems. So keep doing these remedies, and for each different rashis, watch my other videos, so where I have given the transit results for each and every rashi. Okay, and do these remedies and seek the blessings of the Brahaspati. So I wish you all the best. Namaskar.